Good morning, students of class 9. Welcome back to the e-classes now. I hope you are staying safe and doing your regular studies at home and going through the portals every day as the lessons are proceeding. So we'll continue our lesson. Now in history, we are doing pastoralists in the modern world. Since it is a vast lesson, there are number of parts. Each part has different events or different categories. So now we have reached 2.1. How did these changes affect the lives of pastoralists? Life of the pastoralists. So now in our previous class we have talked about various factors that change their lives dramatically. We have talked about first, second, third, fourth factors. 4 ways in their life changes in 4 ways. Now, furthermore, those various steps taken by the colonial government, actually they were trying to increase the taxes, trying to have more profit from the land, from the pastoralists, from the people. They want to extract as much as they could. So various steps taken by the colonial government led to a serious shortage of pasture. The pasture land was reduced. They had nowhere to go. Even the forests were reserved. So they had to pay taxes. And the taxes were collected by the contractors, and contractors also extracted more than the requirements by the government. So now we talk about number 2, the reservation of forest. Also the Forest Act we have talked about, we have learnt in our previous lesson. The reservation of forest meant they could no longer graze their cattle in the forest. So first, the forest was categorized into reserve forest, protected forest and village forest. They were allowed to graze in the protected forest, and that too they need to have a pass, and they were taxed. So now they cannot, the forest was not allowed, they were not allowed to enter the forest. And secondly, the whatever grazing land they had, that was also turned into cultivated land, farmlands, and their pasture land reduced. So you can see that the pasture land disappeared. Number 3, the existing animal stock, whatever number of animals they had, declined. They had to keep a small number of animals. They cannot keep a big herd, because big herd requires more land, pasture land. So their number of stock reduced, declined. They had to graze in one area, and that too it was restricted, and they were being watched. They were not allowed to move from that area. They had to graze in one area, and this did not allow time for natural restoration of natural vegetation growth. So once the animals are grazed in one area for a long period, then naturally the animal will eat up all the roots. The next time they will not have fodder or the grass. Previously what they used to do, they used to graze in one area for a certain period, and they used to move to another area that will allow the vegetation or the grass to grow. They maintain that. But now, after the lands were taken away, or the grazing pasture land was taken over for agriculture, or the forest were not reserved, they were not allowed to enter the forest. Now they have a very limited area to graze their animal, and they had to graze in one area for a longer period. So this will had a very bad effect towards their animal and their lives. Now you can see that underfed cattle. So naturally, when they graze their animal in one area, they will eat up everything, and the next time they will not have any grass there. So this has led to the large underfed cattle, and these cattle became very thin. They never had sufficient grass. So naturally, large number of cattle died. The cattle died in large numbers during especially dry season, whenever it did not rain much, the grass did not grow, so naturally their cattle did not have much grass, so they died in large numbers, especially during dry season and famine. Famine means when there is no rain, naturally the food crops also doesn't grow. The farmers could not grow crops, they cannot feed their animals in their farmlands. So in this way, dry season and famine, they find it more difficult, and large number of cattle died. So in this way, number 6, the big question arises now here. When big question arises, what is the question? That how did the pastoralists manage to adjust or cope with these changes? The changes are taking place very, very rapidly, because the colonial government, they were self-interested. They never thought about these pastoralists or the common man. They wanted everything for themselves. They wanted to take the maximum benefit from this area, from India. So naturally, how did these pastoralists manage to adjust or cope with these rapid changes? This is a big question. How they managed to stay alive, how they managed to keep their herd alive, it's a big question. So now we'll talk about that in our next class. This much for today. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you for watching the video and go through these lessons every day, and we'll continue our lesson in our next class. Thank you for watching. That's all for today. Have a good day.